Sorry.
Go for
Food
it.
preference.
What's up, big dog?
Whenever you're free, I want to have a word with
Food
you real quick,
preference.
alright?
Alright.
How you been, big dog? You doing good?
I've been great, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
It's good to hear, man. I'm guessing you heard about the situation happened 2 days ago.
Which one?
The one with one of your sellers.
Oh, I heard something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, just thought I'd speak to you and clear things up.
Okay. What happened?
So basically, I mean, what do you hear? Let me know your side of the story first.
I mean, I heard that I think Benji came down there doing interviews, and apparently he was like calling the guy a pussy and a bitch or some shit, and then the guy stabbed him, and then one of you guys shot him, and then fucking robbed him, and then took him around for like 30 minutes talking shit to him. That's pretty much the gist I got.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more context to the story, right?
Okay.
Basically, we were just rolling around. We saw the Saints in a convo. Spoke to them, just asking about the war and shit. And then we saw them pull into the cubby where you guys, hold it down, taking cars out of the parking lot. So, and then we saw one of your sellers selling. So we're just asking him questions, seeing what's up, asking him if he's besties and shit. Just basic interview questions, honestly. And then I think Benji.
So getting called a bitch and stuff didn't happen, or?
No, he wasn't called a bitch, ever.
Okay.
I don't know where you got that from. But basically, I guess it got a little bit heated whenever, like, we were just asking him about him holding down the turf and, why is he not getting robbed and why is he not doing anything about them taking the cars. And then he said that he doesn't want to get involved. He doesn't want to, there's 6 of them and he doesn't want to get involved.
Let me ask you a question, right? You guys were doing interviews, right?
Yeah.
You got the footage? See that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta, like, this person said this, that person said that. We can just see what happened.
Yeah, I mean, surely there's footage somewhere, right? But, yeah, I was the one filming.
Okay.
Let's go over here. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to dig up the footage for you, right? But basically what happened was, Benji was asking him why is he not holding down the block, why is he letting them just take the cars, and he said he doesn't want to get involved and he'll just let them do their thing. And I think all Benji said to the camera was, so this is what you guys call a pussy, right? Just like in a joking manner to the camera, not to the guy's face, not to anything. And then the guy decided to pull out his knife and stab Benji right there, right? So obviously, I'm not gonna let that slide. I pull out my gun and shoot his ass.
Okay.
And then, I was gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? Take Benji to the hospital, do our thing, just continue to move on with our life. But the guy wouldn't stop running his mouth on the ground with bullets in his fucking skull.
Yeah, what did he say?
He just kept talking shit. He kept saying, oh, I'm gonna come back for this. This shit not gonna slide. The besties are not gonna be happy with this. I'm gonna tell the besties. And the guy just wouldn't shut the fuck up about the situation. And obviously, I knew he wasn't besties or anything. So I decided to rob him because he just kept running his mouth. If your boy didn't say anything then and there, the situation would have been done.
Hold on. But that goes both ways though, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Benji runs his mouth. Like, listen, I understand doing news and talking shit. I do that shit too, right? Like, I do the same shit. So I completely get it, right? But, not everyone's gonna take it the same way. Not everyone's gonna take it as a joke when you call them a pussy and you come to their block and, antagonize them, right? Not everyone's gonna have the same reaction, right? So,
Yeah.
Benji calls him a pussy, shit talks him, whatever. He gets stabbed. You shoot him. It is what it is, that's fine. Then you guys rob him and take him around and talk shit to him for 30 minutes? That's what's confusing me, you know what I mean?
No, we weren't talking shit to him, right? We grabbed him, we put him in a car, and that's when Benji called OP, right? And apparently OP didn't even know who the guy was. So we called OP, and we were asking him about the dude. We were like, oh, is this guy Besties? Because he was, claiming a lot of Besties shit. He was saying the Besties going back him and shit. But obviously, we're not here to start trouble for it.
I mean, the guy's selling weed in our block, right? So obviously, it works for us.
Yeah, well, obviously, right, but we weren't there to antagonize or anything. We were just there to do an interview, and obviously, one thing might have been said, but it was obviously in a joking matter, and not even towards him. The
Okay,
guy had a microphone in his hand, and he said it to the camera.
okay, but you can't say it's
Benji.
not towards him if the guy called him a puss. Like, come on.
I mean, right, I get that mistakes were made, but it shouldn't be taken this far to the point where the guy was running his mouth and saying he's gonna get it back. Basically threatening us. Even after a lot of my boys showed up over there just to see what the situation was, because we didn't want that from the first place, right? He kept trying to get his mouth, talking shit, saying Bestie's gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back. We're gonna see what happens next. So that's why he got robbed. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what about the apparently you guys put him in a car and fucking drove around with him, talking shit to him or some shit?
Well, we put him in a car and tried to call OP to get clarification if the dude was actually Bestie's or not, and why he's running his mouth, saying that Bestie's gonna get their get back and shit, right? And that's when OP basically said, nah, he's just a seller, he's not Besties. And then he barely even knows who that guy is, right? He barely knows who the guy is, so that's when we just dropped him off, right? Because we were gonna take him to the hospital and try to clear the air before anything else happens.
What'd you guys take from him?
I took his weed and like 6K rolled. It's like 80 bags of weed.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean maybe like a repair kit or two, a little bit of food and drinks. That's it. Like not too crazy.
God. Take the motherfucker's food?
I was hungry, bro. Hey, he just fucking stabbed my boy out of nowhere. We went there with cameras and microphones.
Listen,
Bro pulled out a knife and stabbed Benji.
I mean, I don't know out of nowhere, right? Like, listen, I already went over this, right? But like I said, right? Not everyone's gonna take shit talk the same way, you know? Not everyone's gonna take it as a joke, and I guess he didn't take it as a joke.
Yeah, understandable.
I mean, from what I understand, right? Like, you guys went down there, you guys, antagonizing from the beginning. You said, "Oh, this used to be CG's cubby," whatever the fuck Benji was saying. And again, I do the same shit, right? I'm not saying you guys are in the wrong for it, but you gotta keep in mind, not everyone's gonna take it as a joke, and he didn't take it as a joke, right? So you just gotta deal with it. Now, again, I understand, your boy got stabbed, you shot him. But I don't think you should have robbed him, to be honest. I mean, that's all weed. Oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right about that. I was ready to leave it at that. It was just the whole running mouth thing. That's what kind of triggered it, you know what I mean? But just here to clear things up. This wasn't towards the Besties. This isn't to kind of spite anything between us.
Okay.
It was just a situation in the moment at hand, and things just got out of control when he stabbed Benji.
I mean, listen. I'm down to clear things up too. We can clear up. You just give me the weed and the money back, and everything's cleared up.
I could probably get you the rolled back, but the weed, I don't have that no more. I can get you the money back though.
All right, that's fine. All right.
All right. Meet me at Fudge.